as I said, and I think, well, actually, my last video was on Rutger Hauer. Um, let me just say one thing about that Rutger Hauer video before I start showing my second haul of Criterions from the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. I was kind of worried, maybe I still am, because I put in I chose from Google Images a picture of Rutger Hauer as Roy Batty from Blade Runner. And I have a Blade Runner CD. And that's where I got the music and the dialogue from the movie to insert into my video. So I think it's up to 107 views on that. It says R.I.P. Rutger Hauer. That's the name of the video, and it says copyrighted. There's a copyright notice I've noticed on my whatever that is, Creator Studio or whatever. So I don't know if my channel is in danger of being struck down or something. I don't know. I saved it. Usually when I do videos, I do the video, I watch it, and then I put it up on YouTube. And then I delete the video from my hard drive so it doesn't take up space on my computer. But I saved that one just in case it was taken down by YouTube. I might delete it. Maybe I'll delete it off the hard drive of my computer. I'm not sure yet. Because it's got 107 views. I'm sort of in limbo as to whether or not to keep it on my YouTube channel or to take it off. Maybe, just along with this haul video, maybe if you can leave your comments down below and say what you think about copyrighted material and whether or not. I mean, it wasn't a lot of music or dialogue from the movie. It was, I'm roughly guessing it was maybe around 30, 40 seconds or something at the start, and maybe 20, 30 seconds at the end. I don't think it was 40 seconds at the end. And I think you can play a little bit of copyrighted material, just a tiny bit, on YouTube, like 20 seconds or something. The only other time I've infringed on copyright material is using the Holy Grail intermission music. When I couldn't think of something, I'd put up the intermission music. Doesn't seem to. I haven't got struck down for that. So, well, anyways, I'm going on and on. So let me show you my pickups. All right, the first pickup, I think I've heard this film is a really fantastic movie. I've heard about it over the years being fantastic. So I thought, these first three I'm going to show you, I was going to buy at the Westport Barnes & Noble. And, but I'd already spent a lot of money on my first haul. And I said to myself, well, I'll just buy it next, my next order. And that's what I did. So it's Picnic at Hanging Rock by Peter Weir. So, and I hear this is a really good movie. Maybe it's supposed to be shocking or something. So, I guess it's a period piece. I guess it takes place not in the present day. It's got a nice booklet here. Of course, Peter Weir is the guy that directed Witness. I think I thought Witness was just okay. I wasn't wild about it. And I think he had directed The Year of Living Dangerously, if I'm not mistaken, which I thought was okay. Oh, I was going to say Walkabout, but I think that was directed by Nicholas Roeg. But I think I've seen some other Peter Weir movies. But I hear this is good. Okay. Let's see. Oh, few more pages. So that's Picnic at Hanging Rock. And now I wanted to pick up an Iranian movie for my collection, and I finally have. It's by a film by Abbas Kiarostami, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Close Up. I don't really know much about this. There's not really. It's just pink paper in the back there. There's no graphics. This same director, Criterion, is releasing a box set called the Kolker Trilogy in August. Maybe it's August 20th. And I have a Criterion gift certificate, I guess, for spending so much money on their flash sales. So they gave me a $50 gift certificate. The Kolker Trilogy box set cost $70, approximately. But I spent like a ton of money on my credit cards to buy all these movies, and I got to catch up with I got to get my spending habits in order. I have to have more of a. It's not that I can't pay my credit card monthly payments. I can, but I'm going to pay a little more, I think, and I'm going to try to, catch up with things so I can have my money a little more manageable. Because I've sort of been chasing my tail, maybe is the way to put it. So maybe I won't buy the Kolker Trilogy right away in August. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I would buy it, but I might wait maybe a month or so to buy it. I don't know. So, but anyways, that's the same director, the Kolker Trilogy. All right, so now we got a silent movie. This will be my fourth film that I've bought about Harold Lloyd in the Criterion Collection, called The Kid Brother. I guess it's a Western. One of my YouTube friends, Jace, he likes Westerns a lot. I don't know, Jace, if you like if you like the hybrid of Western silent comedy movies, but I don't know. I don't know how good or bad this film is. I have Safety Last, and Safety Last is a really good movie. But then I saw Speedy, and I wasn't impressed with that one. Well, maybe I should take that back a tiny bit. By the way, Speedy has the real Babe Ruth in the film. Because it was made in the 1920s or something like that. But I didn't like Speedy that much. And then I have The Freshman, which is another film he made. I guess it's about maybe it's about somebody going to college. I've yet to watch that one. I hear that one's good though. Okay, so next up we got 1984, a film by Michael Radford. This stars John Hurt and Richard Burton. I remember reading 1984 in high school, and it became one of my favorite books. So it's nice to have this added to the collection of movies I have. I saw that. I can't remember. My memory it's so shot these days. I don't know if I just said I saw this film in high school because we had to read 1984 for class, and so we watched the film as well. So, and this was the version we watched. I don't know how many versions there are. I think there's other versions of this novel that have been made into a movie. So, all right, this one I was excited about getting, and they really souped it up and did a nice, very very colorful edition of it. It's beautiful looking. It's Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. The other Spike Lee film I own is Malcolm X. It's a bare bones version. It's just the film. I think it has the trailer, but I also have the book By Any Means Necessary, which is about the making of Malcolm X. Anyways, nice painting there. More painting, beautiful painting. When I looked at the packaging of this Blu-ray box set, or would it be a box set? It reminded me of the packaging for Amarcord by Fellini. You know, the way it's painted, you know, the layout of it. It sort of reminded me of that. But it's a very nice edition. You know, a lot of good work, a lot of care went into making this look good. So I'm excited to take a look at this. And then it comes with a nice booklet. You know, different flags from different countries there. A picture of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. Spike Lee. I think that's the guy that has the rings on his fingers that say Love and Hate, which is an homage to Night of the Hunter with Robert Mitchum having Love and Hate written on his knuckles. So there's Rosie Perez in this. Danny Aiello's in this. John Turturro's in this. I haven't watched this in a while. I looked at the starting. I looked at the beginning credits. I didn't know this was Rosie Perez's first film. The rest, I guess, is the director's journal by Spike Lee. So it's all text, I think. Yeah, it's text. There's no pictures here. But there's pictures at the end of the book. Let's see. And then you got his insignia for his production company, 40 Acres and a Mule. So I haven't seen Do the Right Thing maybe since around the time it was released, and I'm looking forward to taking another look at it. Okay, so last off, technically I've got 3 movies, but 2 of them are about Kurosawa. So first is the DVD. They don't have this on Blu-ray, and I have the Criterion channel. I paid for a few monthly subscription plan. I was on the monthly subscription plan when I started, which is about $10 a month. And then I thought, why not save money? Save about $20 and get it for the yearly fee, which is $100. So I don't know if it was a good or a bad idea to get the yearly subscription to Criterion channel, because I already have a lot of Criterions, but then I saw there are some Criterions I don't have that are on the Criterion channel, and maybe I'd save a lot of money, because I spent quite a bit of money on these 2 orders of Blu-rays. But I saw the starting of this film on the Criterion channel, and it's not really one of my favorite Kurosawa films. Maybe I'll give it another chance. I think color-wise it was pretty good. It stood as Kaden, which I can't remember what that means in Japanese, but it's set in a junkyard, I believe. Oh, and I have I guess I have the Blu-ray. Oh, not the Blu-ray. What am I talking about? The DVD in the machine. Hold on, I'll get the DVD. So I'm back with the DVD. There's a DVD right there. Yeah, so this is set in a junkyard. It's kind of an interesting work because it was the company that made this movie was a company formed by 4 Japanese film directors. Kurosawa was one. Kan Ichikawa was the second, I believe. The third was it Masaki Kobayashi? Oh, and I think there was one. Well, there's 4 of them. I know that. But Shohei Imamura, or I can't remember. But you see it at the start of the movie who the big guns are on that. But I think Kan Ichikawa is one of them, and Masaki Kobayashi might be the other. I don't know if Shohei Imamura is. It's 4 big Japanese directors, so. But it comes with this booklet. And this is an interesting point in Kurosawa's career because this was such a failure at the box office that Kurosawa tried to commit suicide. And then then he couldn't get it, and his next film made in Japan. So he went to Russia to make his next film, which was called, I might be butchering the name, Dersu Uzala or Uzala. I have a copy of that on Kino, but I have never watched it, not because I don't want to, but because I haven't got around to it. And then he made Kagemusha, which is Shadow Warrior in Japan, and that was funded by Francis Ford Coppola and George Lucas, because when George Lucas was in film school, I mean, like The Hidden Fortress by Kurosawa sort of helped construct the plot for the original Star Wars film. And I guess Coppola might have watched Kurosawa in college, but they both were admirers of his work, so they funded Kagemusha for him, which I have as well on Criterion. And then Ron was his next film. Kagemusha came out in 1980, and then Ron came out in 85. That was funded by Serge Silberman, who was a French, I don't know if he's still alive, but he's a French film producer. He financed Louis Buñuel's discreet charm, The Bourgeoisie. So Ron is an adaptation of King Lear in samurai times. And then Kurosawa made Dreams. I don't know who funded that film for him. That came out in, I think, 1990. Martin Scorsese makes an appearance in that as an actor playing a role. And I have the Criterion of that. I have the Criterion of Ron. I have the Criterion of Dreams, the Blu-ray of Dreams. It is so incredibly beautiful. I've only looked at parts of it because I've seen Dreams before, but I haven't watched my Criterion copy. But it's loaded to the gills with special features, I believe. I think it's more than just 1 or 2 special features. And I think the documentary that comes with it, I think about the making of Dreams, it might be like 2 hours and a half or something like that. So it is like unbelievable what you get on there. And then he made a film called Rhapsody in August, which was a film that starred Richard Gere. Was addressing the bombing of Hiroshima. I don't know what year that came out in. And then his last film, which is on the Criterion channel, I want to take a look at. They pull some films from the Criterion channel. So And that reminds me, there's one on there I want to watch, and it's the last day of July, and I don't know. It's already 11 p.m. I don't know if they're going to pull it off at 12 midnight tonight or not. And I just thought of it right now because I was thinking of movies they pull off a Criterion channel. That movie I'm thinking of, it's not Kurosawa. It's Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice, directed by Paul Mazursky. I watched the very starting of it, but that looks pretty interesting. I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever, but it looks pretty interesting. But anyways, to round it off, the haul, this I had to buy from a third-party seller, but I bought it through Barnes & Noble. I bought it through Barnes & Noble, through a third-party seller, and I got it used. It's an older Criterion edition, and it's the same title, but two different directors. It's The Lower Depths. I think it's by Gorky. Yes, Gorky, Maxim Gorky, a Russian writer, wrote the book The Lower Depths. And these are two adaptations of that novel. One of them is by Kurosawa up here. I think it's Kurosawa, yes. And then the other one down here is Renoir. And I'm not a fan of Jean Renoir, but if this is how I get, I managed to pick up Kurosawa's Lower Depths, and so be it. So anyways, I have a fair amount of Kurosawa films, and I just thought I would like to add this one and that one to the collection. So we got The Lower Depths, Renoir, Kurosawa. We got Dodes'Gaden, Kurosawa. We got Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. We have 1984 by Michael Radford. We have Kid Brother, Harold Lloyd. We have Close Up by Abbas Kiarostami. And last off, we have Picnic at Hanging Rock by Peter Weir. So that's my haul. Any comments are welcome, and thanks for watching. See you in the near future.